Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is said to have many different twists and turns, as well as revelations in this film that will change our entire perception on the Skywalker saga. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, what's really risky about the revelations in this movie, as well as the twists and turns that will affect the Skywalker saga, is of course whether or not it's going to change the past 8 movies in either a good or a bad way for a majority of fans around the world. That's the big risk that's being made by Disney, Lucasfilm, JJ, and crew. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very exciting for this movie. Now, specifically, it's described that one of the scenes that were filmed during the month of January included both Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, and Matt Smith, where it said that Daisy was wielding Anakin Skywalker's lightsaber and locking blades with the new villain, where it was described to appear just like Matt Smith. However, it's said that Daisy was exchanging dialogue with Ian Mcdiarmid as Emperor Palpatine that was hovering over Matt Smith's back, where it's described to be a moment in which Ian performed as Palpatine and was revealing a specific revelation to Rey that phases her and interrupts her saber duel with the new villain. It said that one of the scenes involved Daisy Ridley down on the floor, where Ian McDiarmid was next to Matt Smith, kneeling down to Daisy Ridley in a taunting way of her temporary defeat, where Adam Driver was said to force pull Daisy away from the new foe by use of wire work, where Kylo saves Rey from the new villain attempting to strike Rey down by use of his lightsaber. It said that during the lecture to Rey, Ian McDiarmid was telling a short story about the Beyond, and even delivered a short reference of Darth Plagueis. Another sequence shot included Ian McDiarmid next to the cloaked figure, where it said that McDiarmid was delivering lines of dialogue to Driver, where it entailed him trying to lure Kylo Ren to let go of any conflict and to fully embrace the dark side. Lastly, one of the scenes involved the villain's hand placed on Kylo's head, while Adam was said to be kneeling before Kylo, makes a surprise attack against the new foe, with his lightsaber only for the cloaked figure to ignite his, where Ian McDiarmid was said to be shouting dialogue related to, of course, resisting the power discovered from the Beyond. So I really want to go over a couple of parts about all of this, obviously, because this is really raising a lot of questions as to whether or not Palpatine is alive and well in the flesh, or if this is actually the spirit of Sidious actually possessing this dark acolyte. Now, one thing that we do know about Episode 9 is that Emperor Palpatine is going to be a significant role in this movie, and literally is going to be a character that's going to be used in order to force the interactions between both Rey and Kylo Ren to team up and go up against this greatest evil. So Ian McDiarmid was actually said to be, shouting out dialogue related to the Beyond, and even Darth Plagueis to both Rey and Kylo Ren for some of the sequences. Now, the one that really stands out to me the most is in the very beginning, where it's actually described that Daisy Ridley was actually in a lightsaber duel where both lightsabers were locked together, where she was actually facing both Matt Smith and Ian McDiarmid, where Ian was actually said to be shouting out lines of dialogue and even performing the iconic Palpatine laugh towards Rey at one point in time before she gets knocked down to the floor, where he and Matt Smith eventually kneel down to Rey, where they both are actually kneeling down to her in a taunting way before they actually attempt to strike her down and kill her before she's saved by Kylo Ren himself by use of a force pull. So, like I say, guys, I have a funny feeling that it's not going to be like this in the movie where you have both Ian McDiarmid and Matt Smith together on the big screen. I think what's really happening here is that Ian is actually over Matt Smith's back because he's delivering lines of dialogue where Matt Smith is literally lip-syncing the dialogue that is being delivered by Ian in order to perform as a young version of Emperor Palpatine with the same exact iconic old version of Palpatine's voice and laughter and screams and whatnot, right? So all of the different sequences that are coming together involving Palpatine, Kylo Ren, Rey, this new villain also known as the Dark Acolyte, everything is sounding very intriguing by far. Now, I want to go over one of the sequences in which it involved actually Adam Driver kneeling down on the ground, where the Palpatine figure, portrayed by Ian McDiarmid and Matt Smith, where both of their hands, or actually one of their hands, Ian McDiarmid's hand was not on Adam Driver's head, but Matt Smith's was, where his hand was actually placed on top of Adam Driver's head, where he was actually delivering dialogue related to the Beyond. And Adam Driver as Kylo eventually resists this power, where Ian McDiarmid eventually delivers dialogue about how he's basically portraying the discovery of the power of the Beyond. So, I don't know if you guys heard about the rumors, but this most definitely lines directly up with this, where there's going to be a moment in the film in which Kylo Ren is actually fighting the spirit of Sidious within his own body. Now, could it very well be that this is the first attempt of Palpatine trying to enter Kylo Ren's body, perhaps? That's a big question open on the table for discussion. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to moon,